Well batted today, Wes. A half century for you. That was a great partnership between yourself and Cook.
Yeah, I think Cookie and myself have been due a partnership. You know, we've got quite a good record batting together, but I think that's our first 100 partnership of the season. And yeah, it came at quite an important time. It was quite hard going, to be fair, and it was incredibly boring for a majority of it, but we managed to pick it up towards the end. But I think being, 9 runs behind, 9 wickets in hand on day one, we would have snapped your hand off for that at the start of the day. So it's been a good Essex day.
Yeah, and it was definitely a different style of batting to kind of what we've seen here in recent times. Over the past 3 or 4 innings played at this ground, we've seen Hampshire play aggressively, and then Gloucestershire again today kind of opted for the attacking route. Was it a change in tactic for yourself and Cook to try and put some overs into this pitch and bat long?
To be honest, when we spoke at the break and even when we were taking wickets, we didn't feel that it was actually a bad wicket. I think by their own admission, they played some quite poor shots and some poor cricket. We knew it was going to be tough scoring, but we felt it was a wicket that, if you got in, you could score runs. It's just getting in takes plenty of time because it's quite attritional. There's not a huge amount of pace in the wicket, but yeah, it wasn't really a game plan. Chef and myself with their score runs, and thankfully today we managed to get a couple of starts.
And bowling Gloucestershire out for 136, finishing on 127 for 1. That really couldn't have gone much better, especially after losing the toss, which can sometimes be quite a big moment.
Yeah, I think we were obviously looking to bat also, which I think is an exceptional effort from our bowlers. I think everyone bowled brilliantly. Obviously Harmy gets the plaudits, and rightfully so. He's outstanding again, but running out of sort of things to say about Harm. But I think Port's coming back in as well, setting the tone, 2 early wickets, and the way the other team has supported him when the batters were starting to play some shots were outstanding. And even Beattie, I know was a little bit expensive today, and he strives to be a little bit more consistent, but he has a knack of taking wickets, and he could have easily got a couple more. So it was a big day for all the seamers also.
Yeah, and on Ports, he's been a little bit in and out of the side for various reasons, but when he's played, he seemed really on song. You must be really pleased that he can kind of contribute whenever he does get a chance. Yeah,
I think a testament to Ports this season. He's picked up a few niggles which have been disappointing for him, but he's been a model professional, and he's always team first, and he's someone that you want in your team. Just for whatever reason this year, whether it's selection, overseas, or competition for seam bowlers, he hasn't played quite as much. But I think we're starting to see the best of Ports again, which is a good thing for not only myself but for the club also.
And there's plenty of time left in this game. We're certainly not going to lose any of it to rain. Is the plan going forwards to bat big and bat once?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as I've said, it's quite hard scoring, but hopefully the more overs we get in their legs, the more bad balls we'll get and the easier we'll get to bat. But as long as we have a good first hour tomorrow, I think we can get into a position where we could set the game up nicely.